until that, you know what the guide said the other day?
What did the guide say?
So we were talking about timelines, and I'm really intrigued with timelines, and they're basically, there are people like Ingo Swann who he could remote view. And then there are people that can remote view outside of this planet. And then there are people that can remote view on a timeline.
Okay.
And so this was the progression of thought that I was having and I was writing about. And they were explaining timelines to me. And they had me go back and look at these pivotal moments in my life where I decided to do this or this, that or that. And it was really interesting because what they showed me was a studio lot.
Okay.
And they said that we have like infinite amount of sets, and they're not powered up. Like the crew's not there, the lights aren't on, and we have all of these sets. And that with every decision, we activate a set, or we activate basically this major timeline. And yes, we do come in with these certain things, and we have free will, but we do come in with these certain things that we may want to achieve this time, and that there are some remote timelines that are so far out there. There's not a lot of energy in them, and so they're really, really far out. Like I could have said, okay, you know what? I think I want to move to Africa, and well, yeah, that's a possibility, and that set is in place, but it's so far away. It's really tiny.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
It does. You know what it reminds me of? Because I use the same example about timelines and like probabilities on paths. I remember as a little girl, we had a science museum in California, and all these I think I talked about the balls that were dropping, and they just fall from this plate, up above, but they fell into the bell-shaped curve. So I feel like our most probable timelines are on, in that hill, whereas the outliers are your trip to Egypt or whatever. But I think that they're all there, but some just have a stronger probability that we'll take that path.
Right. I think that, and I think that because the decisions leading up to that. So I have been playing with this idea of being able to go in and see where timelines start, a conversation, a meeting, and there was one, and I don't want to say what it was, but I went in just to see where that timeline, I guess the Nexus point was. I kind of talked about this, but it's and it was really interesting because I feel like I'm sitting there watching a movie, but I can see it in 360.
Trippy.
And it's like, oh, that's how that happened. Okay, I see. And so, and I still have that part, very big human part of me that says, I wonder, I just must have a great imagination.
Well, I had Jason Adkins on my show the other day, and he basically says that for him, imagination and channeling are the same thing. It feels the same thing to him, and it's just a matter of trusting it. So when you feel that way, that it's imagination, it kind of is, I guess, because we're always creating. I don't know. That's such a tricky thing for me. It really is. I don't have that brain to completely wrap around those kinds of concepts. I get them this much. They haven't sunk in all the way.
Well, and I think maybe that's part of it. Okay. There are some YouTube comments, and I don't have my computer up.
Oh.
My computer's dead. So why don't I go? It's deader than a doornail. I meant to plug it in, and I didn't. Thank you, Michael. So we're talking about timelines and nexus points and imagination. Some of it, I don't know where it would have come from. I mean, it's one thing if I watched a movie or I listened to a story and I kind of incorporated that into my own reality.
It was too created. It wasn't from something else.
Right, exactly. So anyway, I